In mid-February, Texas was hit with a winter storm that left millions of people in the cold and in the dark.
Since then, there have been a lot of questions about why the state's power grid was so vulnerable. It's this topic of this week's KSAT Explains. Myra, Arthur, and RJ Marquez break down the episode for us.
It is spring now in South Texas. The snow and ice that we saw in February, it has long since melted, but the memory of that winter storm will not fade away so quickly. And that's the focus of this newest episode of KSAT Explains. How did that massive power failure across the state happen? What led up to it? What were the root causes? And who were the key players and what were they responsible for? All questions we're looking at in this episode.
Yeah, Myra, it's hard to believe it's been about a month and a half since that happened, and we're still obviously feeling the aftermath of that, the effects of it. And for this episode, we really just wanted to break down, as you mentioned, the key players, including ERCOT. That was a big piece that you worked on, really kind of simplifying what it is, what they do, CPS's relationship to ERCOT. I thought that was important to get across in this episode, and several other things that have sort of took place, because again, it's been about 6 weeks and we're still dealing with this winter storm.
Yeah, you know, when we were all in the thick of it, a lot of us without power and without water. Of course, there were questions about how this happened, but we were all trying to just get through that week. And
Absolutely.
Now, really, we've had time to digest what happened, but still, we wanted to take this time to answer a lot of those questions and explain like a lot of some of the basics. What is ERCOT? How does it work with CPS Energy, like you mentioned? Who is ultimately responsible for what in Texas? How did we get so close to what would have been, what experts say would have been, a blackout that could have lasted for months, just a few minutes away from that scenario?
That is still unbelievable to think about, that we could have been in the dark for weeks on weeks. So I think this was important to kind of get across as far as what CPS is doing here and just sort of moving ahead here, and also learning what a polar vortex is, how we even got into this situation to begin with.
Yeah, explaining the weather event itself is something we're also doing in this episode. And like our meteorologist Katie Blake and Sarah Spivey will tell you, it's a matter of time before we see something else like this again. Of course, it is rare for South Texas, not something that we want to deal with or normally deal with, but it will happen again. And so something I've liked to say about this episode, we don't know what that will look like or when that will happen. We don't know if we'll be in the same situation then with those rolling blackouts or just blackouts for days on end, which so many people experienced. But after this episode, if you take the time to watch, you will not be in the dark when it comes to understanding how our state power grid works and who is responsible for what when it comes to making sure that your heat and your lights are on. So check out this latest episode, ksat.com/explains right now.